Hi everyone, this is Tammy at Snowstorm Crafts, and if you're new here, welcome. And if you've been here before, welcome back. So today I want to do some eco prints with some leaves that I found outside, and I want to do them on some watercolor. It's 5x7 watercolor paper that's 98 pound, 160 GSM, and you get 250 of them. I'll make sure to link it down below. And they're really great to work with. And then some tissue, just bakery tissue paper, like deli paper. This is great to stamp on, or I mean to do some prints and stuff on. We'll do some eco prints on this, and I'll make sure to link this below. You get 1,000 of them, and they're really great just to pull right out and use. And then also the big 12x12 brown. You get 500 of these, which is cool. And I will link this one. So these will be fun to play with. And we can get some prints going today. So let me show you guys what I got. So my mother-in-law went up to see her sister, and I'm in Veneta, Oregon, out here. And she went up to Salem to go see her sister. And she picked a bunch of leaves and stuff for me. And then I went, my son, we helped him move yesterday. He moved in, he's actually went from his apartment and went into a house, so that was fun. So we went and helped him move, and then when we were over there and stuff, I went walking around and found some really cool leaves outside. So I collected them up, and she collected them up like a couple days ago, so 3 or 4 days ago, and I did mine yesterday. And I put a wet napkin in a Ziploc and then stuck it in my fridge. And I just made sure it didn't touch any of foods or anything like that. So don't quote me on any of these. And I'm not very good at the botanical, like naming them and stuff. So if you guys, I would love to hear if you guys knew some that I didn't know. But yeah, so I just made sure not to touch any food in there and just put it into the fridge, and it kept them fresh. So there's a little tip and trick right there. So let's see what we got. Okay. And I will definitely make sure to recycle these Ziplocs and use them to get leaves again, because it works great to do that. And look at how fresh. They still look fresh, because I don't want them all dried out. Then it makes it hard to stamp with them and print with them. So we will have a bunch of these, which I'll just put to the side here. Got some, I know this is ivy. I got some really cool ivy, which grows in Oregon, and it grows up the trees and stuff, and it's really neat. I got some pictures at the end. I'll show you guys. I got some pictures of it growing up the trees and stuff, and it's just really pretty. So I'll make sure to do that. And then this was like a bush, so I'm not sure, but I thought it had really cool veins in it, and that's gonna make a great print. And some of this stuff, I'm not quite sure, but this was a tree, and it was really out in front of my son's new home, and I thought this was really cool. I thought it'd be like a fun print. Okay, and this was a, what did my husband say? Cedar. It was a cedar tree, and these were hanging, and I thought that was so cool. This is a really neat tree. Okay, so let's move these around. And I'm just going to kind of divide these out on how I want to do them. And this was something I am not quite sure, but I know they're going to make really cool prints. And then my mother-in-law got these on her walk, and I am not sure, but look at how cool. If you guys know the name, I would love to hear. And just keeping them in the fridge, these are like about almost a week picked, and just I put them in the fridge with a wet napkin like this, and she kept them in water. And then on her trip back and stuff, she put it in a wet paper towel, and then I put it into the fridge and kept it. And it seemed to hold pretty good. Okay, so I'm getting a lot here. So that's a fun way to store them. And I thought these were really cool. I might have went overboard, got too many. Okay, let's see. And then we got, oh, that one's a pretty one. I like that. Okay. Oh, look at that. It's a little variegated. Okay. Well, that's fun. That might make a fun little print. Oh, I don't know if that'll make a print, but look at that. Aren't they cool? All right. Let's see. Oh, now this is a fern. And look at the back with all the little spots. That could make a really cool print. Okay. Well, I'm excited now. Let's see. Okay, and fern. Be careful not to get too much thorns happening. Okay, so I got everything to the side. And now, let's see. So what I have here, I just have a paintbrush in case I need it. I have a piece of plastic, like a Ziploc, a big just Ziploc I got in the mail, and put it over a piece of cardboard. That'll be like kind of our jelly print we can use. So I got that. I got my rollers, which there's a set of them. I'll make sure to link that below. And I'll make this one the one I roll, and then I'll keep this one my clean one. Okay. And then I got just tons of little paints. I don't know what ones I'm going to use or throw in, but I got Winsor & Newton, raw sienna, yellow oxides. I got a green, and then white and black, just to have it. And then just some blue, some more greens, just brown. And I got different varieties of green, and then some yellows, and like a caramel, and then a purple, just in case I want to throw some purple in. That is what I have so far. Oh, and I have a pink over here too, which I can grab. And then I got a little bit of magenta. Okay, so, oh, and I have a bowl of water here, just in case I want to rinse off, and when I change colors, I'll make sure to rinse it. And I have just a rag or a washcloth or something, and that'll come in handy. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, let's go ahead and start, let's practice on some tissue paper. So this is just a big old, these are fun to play with too. I'm gonna make sure you guys can see what I'm doing here. But what I'm gonna do is go ahead and put down some colors. Let's see. Try a little green. Just mess around with something here. Maybe a little darker green. And this one's like a sherbet. Let's see how good that comes out. Oh, okay, that's not bad. All right, and I'm just gonna take my brayer here. Let's play with this fern. I think this will be fun. So you can either take it and roll it on there, like this. I'll just do a mixture and just go ahead and roll it on. Or you can take your paintbrush and you can paint it on. Just however you want to do it. There's different ways to do it, or you could take it and press it in like that. And then we're just going to take it. And what I like to do, because it'll get a nice print, just go like that. Oh, that's kind of cool, huh? So that's really fun. All right. So let's just mix a bunch like this. And then go like that, and then roll the top. So there's just so many ways to do it, just depending on how much paint you want to use, how little, you know, just however you want to work this out. Really no wrong way. But they turn out so fun. So you get a good print there, which is really cool. And then you get a fun print on here. Ivy. So I'll just play with this color until it's gone. So that's all I'm doing. It's just kind of getting some paint on there. Just rolling it on. And you see how much you got. I'm putting it down. You can see, that just is really cool. And then these are so much fun to, once they dry, take them and use them into collages and stuff, and they're really great to do. Oh, see, now that's cool. I think that turned out really fun. And then you can see if you can get another print. Get more than one print with it. See if this yellow does. I don't even know. Some of these I've had for a little bit. So let's see if anything. Yeah. I think this one's pretty hard. Oh, look at that. Something came out. Holy moly. That is a lot. There we go. Now we got a lot. So we just move it around. Okay. And let's see. One of these would be fun. It. That's going to be cool. And there you go, you get a print here and a fun print there. So that's really fun. Let's try to get the stem in there. Yeah, I like it with the stem. So these make really cool prints. Round, I mean, you could just do all kinds of stuff. So yeah. All right, so I'm just gonna continue doing this and doing it on different tissue papers and then try it on the paint watercolor paper, and I'll do this in the time lapse and I will pop back in later. So here's one of my craft tables in the back of my craft room that I went ahead and threw a bunch of painted papers down on, as you can see here. So just find any spot you can and just put your papers down to dry. So that's one spot, and then over here is my other little shelf that I threw a bunch on top so they can get all dry, as you can see here. So I think they turned out pretty cool, and I will be making some of these into journal cards for my digitals in my Etsy shop, so you guys can come check those out. I'll try to put the link below. If it's not below when I post this, I will get it down there so you guys can come check it out. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you could please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, and you guys can see my next video when I post it. Like, comment, and share, and let's grow together. And keep on crafting.